From Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP. Today it's ISL action between the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 7-4-4, 3-4-3 in the ISL, and their crosstown rivals, the Groton Zebras, with a record of 4-10, 3-7 in the ISL. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Well, this is a pivotal game here for the LA Spartans. They are 1-3-1 in their last 5 after starting 6-1-3. And they've lost their last 3 versus Groton. The senior class, including captains Mia Fusco and Mackenzie Ryan, have never beaten the Zebras. And they need this win and a win on Saturday to keep their NEPSAC playoff hopes alive. For Groton, it's been a tough year if they want to try and win their 4th consecutive game and sweep the Spartans for the senior class, including leading scorer Lily Delaney. I say leading scorer, I use that term a little lightly because this has been a low-scoring season for the Zebras, and Delaney is tied for the team lead with just 2 goals on the year. So the Zebras trying to play spoiler here against the Spartans, try and sabotage their playoff hopes. And LA is going to get the kickoff to begin this match, and standing over the ball is Mackenzie Ryan, and we are underway. Ball comes into the offensive third for LA, but it's regrouped by Groton and Catherine Stovall. Ball goes out of bounds for an LA throw on the far side. Strong hit by Emily Long, trying to get it into the box, but nobody's there. Play was offside anyway. Goal kick here is a little short, comes to the far side, about 10 yards inside midfield, and regrouped by Stovall. Stovall up the far side, Long taps it forward, and taps it out of bounds for a Groton throw. LA in the blue and white gradient jerseys with the white numbers and blue shorts, and Groton in all white with the maroon numbers. Zebras trying to get their offensive attack going here. Good long ball, and a good swim move here by Corinna Beckstein. Takes a shot on goal, and it's saved pretty easily by the goalie Foley Rabbit for Lawrence Academy. Rabbit boots it deep, comes to midfield, chested down by Grace Travis. Travis in a little bit of traffic here. Zebras trying to get control, and they do. Through ball is intercepted by the Spartans, but I thought they whistled offside, but to no avail for the Spartans. It's going to be a free kick, but it's going to be all the way back about 5 yards ahead of midfield for Groton, and this will be Madison Kolkasi to drive it towards the box. Is a little short, and with possession now is Anna Podreski, one of the captains for LA. Through ball for Brooke Ahern, headed back towards midfield. Tessa Griffith trying to keep it away from the Groton attack, and it's cleared by Rabbit. Shanked a little bit, coming to the near side, and Mia Fusco. It's intercepted by Lindsay Tose, but it's cleared up the near sideline. Coming up to Ahern. Ahern tries to a self-pass upfield. Doesn't draw a foul, but it will be a throw for LA in the offensive third. And coming up to play it, about 20 yards away from the right corner flag on the near side, is Jamie Babineau. Babineau drops it towards the corner, and Ahern fans on it, and it goes out of bounds for a Groton throw, backed up towards their corner, and Catherine Clark will throw it in. Clark drops it in for Beckstein, and a whistle. Misspoke. Faith Gargano is the goalie for LA, not Foley Rabbit, as this ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Jamie Babineau. Wrestling match here between Beckstein and Mackenzie Ryan. Free kick won by Groton. They try to get a long ball ahead for Caroline Messina, but it's hit back up the near sideline. Here's Beckstein. Beckstein trying to create some room, trying to get around Podreski. Try to go into the corner for Beckstein, and it was a little too strong and kind of in a tough spot. Nobody really there to play it for either side. It goes over the end line for a goal kick for Faith Gargano. Gargano, the sophomore from Wakefield, Mass. Wearing the same navy blue color that the Spartans outfield pit. Ball goes out of bounds for a throw on the near side for LA. Mary Smith trying to chase it down. Cam Weaver boots it up the far touchline. Razzaboni, Long. Well, we misspoke again. Foley Rabbit is in goal. He just didn't recognize it because she doesn't have her braids in. Long up the far sideline. A lot of traffic there. Zebra's trying to win it. A lot of wrestling going on there in front of the Groton bench on the far touchline. Out of bounds for a throw in for Long. Long drops it in. And it goes out of bounds for a Groton throw this time. Throw comes to Messina, and she can't control it. And this game of ping pong continues. Throw in for LA. Throw in for Groton as that's booted over the head of the Groton bench on the far touchline. Long throw trying to create some offense for the Zebras. 1-on-2 here. Zebras trying to get into the box. They do. Splitting two defenders and saved by Rabbit. Another easy save right between the eyes of Rabbit. Long ball trying to chase it down as Ahern. It's tapped out of bounds by Clark. Throw in for LA. About 10 yards away from the corner flag. Coming up to take this throw is Babineau. Babineau will go to Smith. And Smith can't handle it. And it's taken away by Stovall. Stovall up the near touchline. Knocked down by Griffith. And Griffith could not handle it in bounds. And it'll be a throw in for Groton. Right in front of me on the center line. That is Catherine Clark throwing it in. Trying to spring her teammate. A couple LA players go down. They hit it upfield. Where it'll be settled down by Kolkassi. Ahern has Fusco on her right. Fusco's onside. Into the corner. Gets past her defender. Into the box. Try to get the cross, and it's cleared. It'll be out of bounds over the touchline for a throw, but right at the corner flag on the near side. Babineau drops it in. Fusco taps it off her defender. Another throw in the corner for Babineau. Babineau lobs it in for Ahern just outside the box. Ahern trying to get into the box, meets 2 or 3 defenders, and it's cleared. Once again, another throw for... Oh, no, it's a throw for Groton. My mistake. I thought I saw the assistant referee pointing towards LA's direction. This one will go out of bounds for a Groton throw again. Long throw popped up by Weaver. And out of bounds, LA throw. At about midfield. Babineau goes over teammate's head to Ahern. Ahern finds Fusco. Fusco tried to steer to the corner and try and turn in towards the box, but she couldn't do it as she hit it over the touchline. In the corner, this is Clark. And this goes out of bounds. Another throw for Groton. Clark. Headed towards the back line of LA. Podreski boots it deep. Settle down on the Groton back line. They bring it up to the near touchline, and Beckstein. Beckstein threads the needle back to Beckstein. Beckstein with a long drive, but it's right into the lap of Griffith. Griffith back to Beckstein, and she can't control it with one foot, and a throw in for LA. Babineau. Long plays it upfield. Hit back towards the LA end. Trying to settle it down here is Messina, but it comes to the Groton end, and it's booted out of bounds for a throw-in for LA. And we're going to have a whistle, so we're going to have a substitution here for Groton about 10 minutes into the match. And Mia Razzaboni is coming off, and Shiloh Montgomery is coming on. And off the throw, it's tapped out of bounds by Mary Jo Smith. It'll be a throw-in for Groton. There's a lot back and forth between the boxes. Not much action offensively. Just 10 minutes. Like I say, back and forth. A little ping-pong action between these two teams. LA trying to set up their offense here. On the attack, it's Ryan. Ryan threads the needle, trying to connect with the newly entered Montgomery. Montgomery can't catch up to it, but it's swiped off the corner flag for a corner kick for LA, their first corner of the match. And it'll be Mary Jo Smith to swing it with the right foot. Smith, and it's snuffed out. Throw in for LA in front of the Groton bench on the right side. Dropped in for Smith. Smith can't control it. Throwing for Groton. Headed upfield by Weaver. Ryan. Ahern. Taps it back to Ryan. Now Montgomery trying to get through the defense. Stays on her feet, but it's cleared temporarily. Ahern has it. Takes a shot towards goal, but it'll die before it goes to Angelica Helios, the Groton goalie. Ahern fans on that one as it came towards her. Now she gets it back. Nice spin move to keep possession. Hits it towards the middle, trying to connect with Montgomery, unsuccessful. Throwing the needle to Beckstein. Beckstein with the dummy pass, and it's out of bounds before it can get to Olivia Ting. Throw in for Babineau. Drops it in for Ryan. They go into the middle for Montgomery. Montgomery with the red headband, and it's cleared upfield. Long will pick this one up just inside the LA side. And now the Spartans on the attack. Fusco on the left wing, trying to center it. Gets past one defender, a second, but it's cleared aside. Nicole Polis has it. Long ball. And LA gets it back towards the middle. And Smith. Smith with the long pass, trying to connect with Montgomery, but it's snuffed out by Helios. Helios bounces the ball a couple times in her box. Punts it to the near side. Bechstein. Bechstein under duress from Babineau. Bechstein going towards the middle. Tries to thread the needle. Trying to connect with Messina. But it comes back to the Spartans. Babineau. One touch and a pass upfield. A little too strong for Ahern. And it goes out of bounds in the near right corner for a Groton throw. Ahern heads it away from Bechstein. Tried to connect with Ahern, did Ryan, but it's booted upfield. And now Messina. Messina stays on side as they try to connect with her. It's booted back towards Messina, but the defense regroups. Smith. Long ball looking for Ahern. Ahern stays on her feet as their defender Clark goes down. Ahern, long drive, will go wide right for a goal kick. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. This goal kick is shanked a little bit. Bechstein hits it back towards the box, right into the lap of Ahern, and she draws a foul. And Brooke Ahern, the freshman from Chelmsford, gets a free kick from just outside the box. Looks like it's going to be taken by Babineau. Got to back up the wall here. And the attacker's going to come from the opposite side on the left. Babineau and Ahern are standing over the ball. Three-defender wall here. Ahern! Helios with the save. It's a straight shot right into the hands of Helios, the senior from Beverly. Long has it just inside midfield. Tapped out of bounds. Long wins the throw. So we are 15 minutes into this 40-minute first half. A lot of traffic here as Groton is trying to break out of their own end. It goes out of bounds for a throw for LA about halfway up the Groton half. 3/4 of the way to the goal. Long to take the throw. Cleared upfield by the Zebras. Try and connect with Messina. Messina, freshman from Auburn, Mass. Out of bounds, we'll have some substitutions for Groton. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Long throw in. Comes back to the midfield. Ahern swimming around a couple of defenders, trying to create some space, and the long ball for Fusco goes into the Groton bench. So kind of a frustrating game thus far for both teams, unable to get much offensively. 2 shots on goal for Groton, 1 shot on goal for LA.
All right, let's go.
Here's Bechstein. Bechstein, nice pass up the left side for Clark. Clark hits it into the middle. It's a little too strong, but Groton trying to regroup. A couple of Groton players collide, trying to go for the ball. Now it's forced into the corner and played back to the midfield, tapped back and out of bounds. So that'll snuff out Groton's momentum. Good defensive play there by Mackenzie Ryan. And this goes out of bounds off the restart for a throw-in for LA. Quarter of the way from their goal on the far touchline. Run comes back to Lung. Lung going up the left side looking for Ryan, out of bounds. Another throw in for Groton. We're in the 19th minute of a scoreless match here between LA and Groton. been a lot of traffic off these throw-ins that have just resulted in more throw-ins, but here's LA on the attack, but Fusco has the ball cleared. Long hits it back upfield, try to connect with Fusco, played back up by the Zebras. Turnover, however, lob towards the box, and I'll go wide left by Ryan. But they say it was deflected by the Zebras, so this will be a corner kick for LA. Mary Jo Smith, again, to take in the second corner of the match for the Spartans. Swings it with the right foot. It's a low-line drive, cleared out of the box. And the Zebras will try to break out. Montgomery with pressure. No foul. Played back to Weaver. Weaver trying to connect with Smith. Long with relentless pressure on the back line, trying to stop Groton's offensive momentum. And on the counterattack, here's Fusco on the left wing. Fusco trying to enter the box, trying to get through a couple of defenders. One defender goes down. Fusco wrestling for the ball, and it comes out to the far touchline where it's hit towards the middle. And the Spartans first to get to it. To the right wing and Razzaboni. Razzaboni being met by Clark. Goes off the light tower. It'll be a throw for LA, but we'll have a substitution first as Weaver, the sophomore from Bolton, Mass, comes off. And she will be replaced by Sydney Lester, sophomore from Nantucket, Mass. Throw in, and the through ball to Razzaboni. Razzaboni trying to get across, and it's out of bounds for a goal kick over the end line. Halfway through the first half, no score. NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Razzaboni tries to center it for Montgomery. Caught Montgomery off guard a little bit. Tries to flick it over towards Lester, but it's played back to the back line. Waiting for it is Griffith. Popped up. Zebras clear it. Back to Podreski. Podreski try to connect with Montgomery on the long ball. Montgomery's onside. Tries to cross it and right into the lap of Helios. I don't think Montgomery's going to get on goal with that angle. She was waiting for someone to meet her in the middle, but Helios snuffed that one out. 2 saves each for the goalies Rabbit and Helios. Popped up, unable to handle it is Ting. And it's played by Lester. Lester up the left, the far touchline, out of bounds for a throw-in for Groton in front of their own bench on the right side. Groton going right to left in case you were wondering, and LA going left to right. Throw in now for LA. Long over the head of her teammates. And now played back to Smith. Long tries to clear it. It's out of bounds. Goes into the woods. Be a throw in for LA. Long trying to connect with Fusco. Fusco plays it back to Long. Through ball off the foot of Catherine Stovall for a throw in. About 3/4 of the way up the field for LA. Yeah, a little shorter than that, my mistake. Played back upfield by Ting, out of bounds. Be another LA throw. With LA at 7-4-4 and needing to win these last two to likely qualify for the NEPSAC playoffs, they need to be a little more aggressive offensively, I think. Groton at 4-10. In all likelihood, not qualifying for the NEPSAC playoffs. They're trying to play spoiler here and win their 4th consecutive against their crosstown rivals. Always wondered why Groton St. Mark's was the big rivalry game and not Groton LA, given the crosstown element to it. But I get that, you know, St. Mark's and Groton are the two Episcopal schools. Part of, you know, the St. Groton-Sex family of schools. They've produced so many political dignitaries, multiple presidents. For those of you wondering what St. Groton-Sex means, it means St. Mark's, St. Paul's, Groton, Middlesex, St. Sebastian's. Probably missing one there, but you get the idea. Long drive from distance, scooped up by Rabbit. Not really a threatening shot there by Grace Travis, but these teams try to create offense any way they can, and sometimes with the breeze blowing across the field from the near side to the far side. Lobbed into the box, and this will be snuffed out by Rabbit before any Groton players can get a touch on it. Rabbit boots it deep. Montgomery waiting for it. Travis takes it away. No handled ball there on Lester. Play on, says the official. Lester. Kind of an errant pass there, but they do get it up to midfield. But Groton trying to regain possession, but instead it's in the lap of Ryan. Ryan comes to the near side. Razzaboni. Razzaboni trying to pop it up to the middle, and Montgomery, but it's cleared. Played back to Smith. Smith goes down, no call. Travis has it taken away by Ryan. On the left wing looking for Fusco. It'll be a throw-in in the offensive third for LA with under 15 minutes to go in the first half. Good move by Fusco, trying to get a cross for Montgomery, but it goes off a Groton leg over the end line for the third corner of the match for LA. And they've all been on the far side. So Smith will take this one again with the right foot. Another ball on the field. She taps it out. LA looking to break through. This is a higher shot. It goes in! Mary Jo Smith with the goal in the 27th minute directly off the corner kick. Angelica Helios just out of her reach. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Spartans. That was a better kick than either of the first two for Smith. The one before that was just a squibbed line drive that really had no chance of getting an offensive opportunity there for the Spartans, but that one goes directly in from the corner. Beckstein trying to make a run. A lot of nice dribbling there. Finds Travis. Travis tries to blast one with the left foot. It's deflected off of Smith, and it goes over the end line. This is going to be a corner, the first of the match for Groton. And we're going to have a whistle as we'll have a Groton substitution, and now it's going to be waved off. This corner coming from the near side is a line drive that goes off the side of the net. And that'll be a goal kick for Rabbit. 12 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0 our score. 27th minute goal for Mary Jo Smith off a corner kick is the difference. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. This is under control of Josephine Allen Graney, and she can't handle it for long, and LA trying to come up the near sideline with Razzaboni, played back upfield by Clark. Clark hits it into traffic, and now it's tapped upfield by Elizabeth Lord. Excuse me, not Elizabeth Lord, Lindsay Tose. Played back to Clark. Hit upfield. Montgomery is the closest to it for LA, but there are two Groton defenders waiting for it first. And the first one there is Madison Colcassi. Driven up towards midfield, headed down by the Spartans, but into the lap of Polis. Polis up the far side, along with good pressure here to slow down Travis. Travis trying to go for a long ball. Nearest to it is Allen Graney, but she's going to have to give it up to Babineau, and now Rabbit. Rabbit kind of shanks it, trying to go back to Babineau, but thankfully no harm for the Spartans. Babineau up the near touchline, stays in bounds, and kept alive for the Zebras by Colcassi. And into the middle of the field, Lester trying to get through the defense. Goes between two defenders for Razzaboni. Razzaboni upfield, but nobody's there. Montgomery's trying to catch up to it. Little slow end of this ball is Colcassi, and Montgomery catches up to her, but it's played away from Montgomery to Clark. Travis finds Allen Graney, and it's taken away by Smith. Well, bouncing nutmeg there by Babineau. Tries to connect with Ryan. Back to Razzaboni. Goes into the middle. Ryan off the foot of a Groton defender and played upfield. Onside here is Messina, and sliding to stop this one is Rabbit. Caroline Messina timed her run perfectly, but she couldn't get to it before Rabbit. Played to the middle of the field and out of bounds right in front of my equipment box. Babineau will have to wait for this throw-in, as we'll have a couple of substitutions, two for Groton and one for LA. For LA, Sydney Lester is coming off, and Cam Weaver is back on. Corinna Beckstein is back on the field for Groton. And that's over the head of Razzaboni for a throw-in in the defensive third for Groton. Beckstein turns, threads two defenders, played back upfield by Griffith. Beckstein again. Meets a double team, tries to keep the ball alive. She does before it goes over the near touchline. Nice back foot pass for Beckstein. Beckstein nutmegs her defender behind the back. Babineau trying to connect, excuse me, with Ting. Goes out of bounds for a Groton throw. Great skill moves by Beckstein to keep the offensive momentum alive. And now here comes Groton trying to take the lead. Beckstein steers back. Beckstein trying to get towards the corner, and it's cleared upfield by Babineau. Montgomery trying to catch up to it, but it's played back up by Brown. Popped up. Razzaboni keeps it alive. Poked away. Deflected and kept in bounds. LA napping there a little bit. Played towards the middle of the field. Long drive. Deflected before it can get to Rabbit. And now another chance here. Messina has it taken away before she can get a shot off. Groton showing the most offensive urgency they have all game in this sequence here with 7 minutes to go in the half. Like to at least get it to even before the halftime whistle. Montgomery has it at midfield, at least temporarily. Montgomery wrestling, trying to get get to it, and it's played back to Clark. Up the near touch line and out of bounds before Razzaboni can get it. Throw in here for Catherine Clark, sophomore from Manchester by the Sea, Massachusetts. Babineau with a throw in just inside her half the field. That glances off the shoulder blades of Ryan, played back towards Smith, tries to drive it upfield for Montgomery. And an errant pass, and a shanked clearance, and this is going to go... No, it's going to stay in bounds along the end line. A shanked clearance by Helios, and then the Zebras nearly let it go over the end line for a corner kick. They're lucky to just force a throw out of it. That ball was just straddling along the end line, and now battling along the corner flag on the far side. Fusco trying to win it, trying to get towards the box, deflected out, and it's the fourth corner of the match for LA. 4 corners for LA, 1 for Groton thus far. And once again, on the far corner flag, it'll be Smith, who has 1 goal from this very position. We'll have a substitution as Brooke Ahern is back on the field for LA. High drive. Oh, it nearly went in again, but it's deflected. Glanced off the foot of, as this ball is coming towards me, glanced off the foot of, I believe that was Kolkassi who had the deflection just in front of the goal line. Long ball for Allison Candle. 3 defenders surrounding her, and it's cleared by Rabbit. Out of bounds for a throw-in for LA. Babineau drops it in for Weaver. Into the middle for Smith. Smith gives it up to Ahern. Nice steering by Ahern as we approach 4 minutes to go. Ahern drives into the middle looking for Montgomery. Montgomery fans on it, and it's cleared. Weaver trying to catch up to it. Taps it to Ahern. Ahern playing more of a defensive midfielder position here than the attacking position that she started the match in. We're under 4 minutes to go. Long comes up to take this throw in on the far touchline. 3/4 of the way to the goal. Chance here for the Spartans, and this is a high shot from distance by Ryan that goes over everything and wide right. The LSP Teespring store is open. Get yourself one of several different designs of shirts or bumper stickers from Local Sports Productions, or visit the LSP store on localsportsproductions.com to buy DVDs of any past LSP video broadcast. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store to place your order. Fusco can't get through the defense into the box as we're under 3 minutes to go. Out of bounds at about midfield for a throw-in for LA. Long standing on midfield with this throw. Out of bounds now for a Groton throw. The LA seniors looking for their first win against Groton. Senior class has not defeated the Zebras. None of the players on this roster have defeated the Zebras, as Groton has won the last 3 between these crosstown rivals. It's been a yellow-carded, injury-free match thus far. Headed towards the near touchline, waiting for it is Bechstein. Bechstein trying to get the corner against Babineau, but it's tapped out of bounds. Clark, 3/4 of the way to the LA net, drops it in for Ting. Ting tries to connect with Bechstein. Bechstein goes down, no foul. Now Ting tried to take a shot, it was deflected, and another attempt by Ting goes way wide left, and hopefully that doesn't go into the woods as Rabbit tries to chase it down. Clock has stopped at 2 minutes. Remaining time will be kept on the field by the official. And this is going to be a corner kick after all that for Groton, their second corner of the match, and it will be taken by Olivia Ting. Ting with a low line drive headed away. Ahern trying to get some space to get it out of danger, and she's got it. Montgomery is well ahead of her, trying to stay onside. On the near wing, it's Podreski. Podreski tries to thread it for Ahern. She's got it. Trying to get the edge. Tries to cross, and it goes off a Groton defender for a corner. The fifth of the match for LA. First one on the near side. And once again, it'll be Smith to take it. Smith needs a ball before she can take this corner kick, and eventually she has it. So Smith with the right foot from the near side, the right wing of the LA offensive formation. Smith will take a low line drive, popped up, headed back towards Smith. Smith in the right position there, tries to get through her defender. Here comes Bechstein to snuff it out. Bechstein up the left wing on the near side, and that'll do it for the first half. Our lone goal by Mary Jo Smith on a corner kick in the 27th minute. And we'll take this time to let you know that LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers take on the Roxbury Tigers in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. We'll take a time. I'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half from Lawrence Academy Groton, Mass. With your score, Lawrence Academy Spartans 1 and the Groton Zebras 0. This is NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. As we get the second half underway. Excuse me, folks. Lawrence Academy Spartans with a 1-0 lead on the Groton Zebras as Shiloh Montgomery has an opportunity here on the right side, trying to thread it into the box, and it is snuffed out by the Groton goalie, Angelica Helios. Lone goal coming on a 27th minute corner kick strike by Mary Jo Smith. And Lawrence Academy looking to snap a 1-3-1 slide. So they are 7-4-4 coming into play. Trying to get back to 500 in ISL play. With this and Saturday matches left on their schedule, trying to win out and claim a NEPSAC postseason berth. Groton entering play at 4-10, 3-7 in ISL play. They have not had a draw this season, but they have won the last 3 consecutive against their crosstown rivals. And this would be a huge win for the seniors of Lawrence Academy as this comes in on Faith Gargano, the Lawrence Academy goalie, taking over here in the second half for Foley Rabbit, and she is rudely welcomed to the game by nearly conceding the equalizer. But senior class for Groton trying to sweep Lawrence Academy in all 4 meetings. LA started 6-1-3 and looked like they were well on their way to an NEPSAC playoff berth after 3 straight losing seasons, and they hit this 1-3-1 wall. Just 4 points in their last 5 matches, and now their postseason status in doubt. One way of looking at it, however, if you're LA, is that you control your own destiny. Just win out and get there. For what it's worth, the last time the Spartans beat LA, which was back in 2014, that was the last time they qualified for the NEPSAC tournament. I know correlation does not equal causation, but it is something to consider. Cross is deflected out, and this will be a corner kick for Groton as Groton goes left to right in the white jerseys with maroon numbers, and LA going right to left in the navy blue and white jerseys with white numbers. Third corner of the match for Groton. Foley Rabbit's day is over after 3 saves in the first half. 1 save already for Faith Gargano, and she may have to make another one here. And a little bit of delay. Low line drive on the corner, and it's deflected wide right. It was a little trickler there by Grace Travis. Excuse me, not Grace Travis. That was Nicole Polis. And that's one you can easily lose sight of, considering how much traffic there was on the right post. The right post, looking at it from this position, the left post from the vantage point of Faith Gargano, but it missed wide right. Too many bodies in front of that post anyway. Here is Fusco trying to get the counterattack, tries to split the defense, and it's snuffed out as Polis tries to head it away, and Long will shield her away and win a throw. Drops it in for Fusco. Tapped out of bounds. Fusco wins another throw. That tapped out of bounds by Stovall. Comes into the middle of the field in Smith, but it's turned over. Played upfield, trying to connect with Messina. Messina has had the best chance thus far for the Zebras. Gargano comes up and drives it across midfield. As we are already 5 minutes into this match. Whoa. A little shocked. 5 minutes into this half, I should say. I should probably tell you that NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Here is Mackenzie Ryan, one of the senior captains for LA, who is trying to get her first win, and would be her only win, against Groton. Fusco can't corral this through ball, and it's cleared back upfield for Messina. Messina meets Smith. Played upfield, knocked down on the back line. Nice jump by Montgomery to slow down the clearance attempt by the Zebras, and now it's in the lap of Ahern. Ahern threads the defense, finds Ryan in the middle, takes a long drive, and it's picked up by Helios. Helios bouncing it a couple times in the box, boots it deep. Weaver's waiting for it, heads it towards Ryan. Ryan plays it back to Smith. Smith charging upfield, finds Fusco on the left side. Fusco scores! The goal in the 47th minute, the assist by Smith. And Lawrence Academy has a 2-0 lead on their crosstown rivals. Doesn't always have to be a ripper. It's a simple tap from the left post will do. 2-0 our score. And now LA looking for more. They smell blood. Here's Babineau. Runs into a defender trying to get it from Montgomery. Played back upfield. Babineau heads it down. Played to the LA back line. Headed out of bounds by Griffith. That goes into the woods behind the Groton bench on the right side. Smith waiting for it along the far touchline. We're now waiting for it here is Bedreski. Bedreski goes to the near side and Lung. Lung drives it out of bounds right in front of me. Long throw, trying to connect with Ting. Snuffed out. Hit back upfield, however, by Lindsay Tose. Nice side flick there, and now Groton trying to set up their offense. Tose in the middle. Takes a shot from distance. Excuse me, that was not Tose, that was Beckstein. And it goes over the end line for a corner kick. Corner number 4 of the match and number 2 of the half for Groton as they try to get back within 1. Left-footed swing here from the near right corner. Headed aside. Fusco's got it. Fusco finds Montgomery. Montgomery has 2 defenders to beat and a third coming up behind her. She approaches the box and it's poked aside. Up the far touchline and out of bounds into the Groton bench for an LA throw. That was exactly the setup you want off the corner kick clearance. Too much defense standing between Montgomery and the goal. 50th minute, 2-0 our score. A bit of a scuffed clearance there by the Spartans. That gives Groton a chance. Gargano's going to come up and scoop this one up. Gargano. Boots it deep. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Excuse me, folks. Throwing on the far touchline for LA. Comes into Ryan. Couldn't handle it initially. Out of bounds for a Groton throw off the foot of Babineau. Headed down, a nice through ball. This is a 2-on-3 situation, but it goes over the, and now goes over the end line for a goal kick for the Spartans. Have a Groton substitution here coming up. Gargano kind of scuffs this once, a little short, but coming up to play to Smith. Smith being forced towards the near touchline. Good defense here by Tos. Forces it out of bounds. LA throw. Tapped down by Ryan. Ryan turns it over to Tos. Tos threads the needle up the near touchline, trying to connect with Polis, and Polis can't keep it in bounds. Long to throw it in the defensive third. Long. Fusco. Nice swipe to get it ahead to Montgomery. Played back to Smith. She can't handle it as it's deflected. This will come down to Gargano. Gargano waiting and waiting for Caroline Messina to come and test her, and then she picks it up. Smith. Fusco's onside. It's headed right towards her. Fusco. Fans on the first attempt is forced backwards. Now being forced towards the corner. Nice move to get it back towards goal. And it's poked out of bounds. This will be a goal kick as it was off of Fusco. Excellent defense by Catherine Stovall. Weaver is cut off from this one. It's picked up by Polish. She boots it deep. Ahead for Messina, and it's swiped aside to the near touch line. Throw in for Groton. It'll be picked up by Tos. Tos. Long heads it away. Messina can't corral it. Tos is there. Tries to connect with Messina. Messina going towards the middle of the box. Forced back. And a whistle and a foul will give possession, a free kick to LA here in the 54th minute. Line drive kick by Gargano. Played back upfield. There is Polis. Long ball trying to connect with Polis. Instead comes to the near wing. And Tos. Tos chips it towards goal. And it'll be picked up on one bounce by Gargano. Booted upfield by Gargano. Drops at midfield. Ryan tries to find Montgomery. It was a little too strong for her. Played back to Babineau. Boots it deep, trying to connect with Montgomery. Cleared back towards the middle of the field. Smith is there. Smith up the middle. Snuffed out. Played back to Weaver. Now Long on the left wing. Finds Fusco, but Fusco couldn't corral it. Intercepted by Smith as the Zebras tried to clear it. Here's Fusco on the left wing, trying to get the cross, waiting for it along the end line, and the pass to Smith, and she hits it over the crossbar, out of bounds for a goal kick for Groton. It's a point-blank chance right in front of the 6-yard box for Smith, looking for a second. Go with be your second goal. But instead, goal kick, but LA right back on the attack, and this will be scooped up by Helios. Helios with the bright red jersey. Boots it deep. Waiting for it is Smith, heads it forward. Waiting for it on the back line is Allison Brown. Brown turns it over. Chance from just outside the box, and Angelica Helios dives and pins it down with one hand. 4 saves for Helios on 6 shots. Long finds Fusco, who finds Ryan. Ryan up the middle. Tries to find Fusco. She's onside, but it's cleared aside. Long comes back to get it. Nutmegs her defender. Stays with it. Finds Smith. Smith plays it in the middle, but it's turned over. Long intercepts the clearance. And Long commits a foul. Brown, the senior from Santa Monica, California, to take this free kick about a quarter of the way from the Groton goal. Up the near side to Polis, but it's out of her reach and out of bounds for a throw-in for Long. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Ahern stopped the ball temporarily, played back upfield by the Zebras. Long just drills it into the thigh of Polis, and it'll be out of bounds for a long throw. This overhead pass by Fusco finds Smith, and now Ryan. Ryan goes to the right wing. Played back upfield. And a whistle, and there was a foul on Lawrence Academy. As we are at 22 minutes to go in a 2-0 game. Mary Jo Smith with a goal in the 27th minute, and Mia Fusco with a 47th minute goal on an assist from Smith. Long ball on the right wing for Polis. Polis goes down, no foul. Long tries to clear it upfield on the near touchline, but it's intercepted by Toast. Toast plays it, and goes off the side post and out of bounds for a goal kick. Gargano shanks this one. It curls to the near touchline, and it's picked up by Amy Liu. Liu hits it off an LA player for a throw-in for Groton. Liu's got it. Coming towards the middle, but it's cleared aside. Podreski with the defense. Now the long ball up the right wing, trying to connect with Ahern. Ryan can't catch up to this one. Pressure on the far side by Razzaboni. Played back to the LA back line, Podreski. Podreski up the far touch line. LA going right to left here for the second half. So we are about to hit the halfway mark of the second half, the 60th minute in this 80-minute contest. And there's a foul on the play and a free kick here. for Groton in front of their own bench, about 40 yards away. The long drive into the box, headed by Lou over the end line for a goal kick. So Lou tried to redirect it with the header on goal, instead went the opposite direction, wide left, almost to the corner flag. Gargano with the goal kick. A little bit short here. Picked up by Grace Travis. Trickles in on Gargano, and she'll scoop it up. Gargano punts it with the line drive, trying to find Ahern. Ahern can't handle it. It's played back to Lung. Lung can't handle it, and now Groton on the attack. They thread the needle, but the LA defense, 4 defenders there to snuff it out. And Podreski will tap it to Gargano. Gargano. Long boot to Ryan. Ahern trying to wrestle free. Ryan's there. Ryan runs into her defender. No foul. Finds Fusco. Fusco's onside. Goes back to the middle for Ryan, but 2 defenders are there. Ryan bumping off the defenders trying to get to the ball, and Ryan is going to get some admonishment here from the referee. No card, however.
Yeah, kids! You do you, kids! Keep running, kids!
Free kick, and Groton trying to spring free.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Cole Cassie
Yeah!
under duress from Smith.
Talk about MJ.
Goes out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Groton. Lou on the near side. Right at midfield, right in front of me. 17.5 to go. 2-0 our score. Up into the corner for Allison Candle. Candle meets 2 defenders, and it's cleared over the near touchline. This will be a throw-in for Groton. Lou to take it. Lou drops it in. Fusco is there. Falls for a backside trying to play it. A lot of traffic here. Sydney Lester can't clear it. Gets a second attempt. And Long is going to let it go out of bounds for a throw-in for LA. Quickly ahead to Fusco. But we'll have to wait. Shiloh Montgomery coming back onto the field to replace Mia Razzaboni. Throw in for Lung. Lung will go the short way to Smith. Smith tries to thread the needle. Fusco's on the left wing. Fusco with a little bit of space. Tries to get it past her defender. It's deflected off of Stovall for a throw-in for LA. Lung's got it in the offensive third. Lung looking for an outlet. Fusco's in front of her, but she's got 2 defenders behind her. Tries to go long for Fusco. It does come to her. She falls down trying to come to the corner. And Groton with possession. Long trying to chase this one down for LA. She's hip to hip with Lou. Played back upfield. Smith chips it towards the box. And now it comes to Fusco. Fusco tries to get it for Montgomery. Coming up to play it is Ryan. Ryan deflects it towards goal, and before Montgomery can get to it, Helios is there. NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Played up the near touchline, and closest to it here is Lily Delaney, one of the leading scorers for Groton, albeit with just 2 goals. It's been a low-scoring season for Groton, and Long hits this one out of bounds coming towards me. Got a stoppage. We're going to have some substitutions. And Zoe Coloretto Mansfeld rather, is on the back line for Groton. Allison Brown taps it out of bounds. Throw in for LA. Long to take it. Fusco's got 2 defenders behind her. She'll go the short way to Smith. Smith tries to sidestep her defender, Colcassi, but it's a long ball. Here's a chance for the Zebras, but the defense seals off the attacker, Candle, and comes over the near touchline. Throw in for Lindsay Toast of Groton. Tries to connect with Candle. It's over her head. And scooped up by Gargano. Gargano taking her time here with 13.5 to go. Lester tries to get it past Lou. Lou snuffs it out. It's played back upfield, trying to connect with Montgomery. Played back the other way. Headed back towards Gargano. Gargano boots it deep. Ryan trying to find Montgomery, who was onside, but it didn't get as far as her. 12.5 to go. Ryan with good defense here, forcing it towards the end line, the far touch line. She forces a throw in for LA. Lester, and a foul on Lester. Excuse me, it wasn't a foul on Lester, it was a throw-in violation, excuse me. Groton tried to get the quick restart, but LA snuffs it out. They try to connect with Montgomery. The Groton back line rather has to regroup, and they lose it out of bounds. Throwing into traffic along the far touchline at midfield. And the Zebras come away with it. Get it past Montgomery. Comes to the near side. Lou. Amy Lou. Senior from Sudbury, Mass. Plays it into the middle. Loose ball in the box, cleared. Ahead to Ryan. Ryan gives it to Ahern. Ahern on the right side. Gets past her defender. Has some space. Lobs it to the left side. Fusco. Fusco tries to get around her defender, and a whistle. And it'll be a free kick for Groton. Brown will take the free kick. And a whistle, another foul on LA. Quick restart. They try to hit it towards the middle, and there to come up and clear it is Podreski. Goes to the far touch line. And that deflects off the scoreboard with 10 minutes to go. Mary Jo Smith with what is currently the game-winning goal in the 27th minute directly off a corner kick. And Mia Fusco in the 47th. Zebras on the attack. Going into the middle. Entering the box. And Gargano slides to cover it up. And a missed opportunity there for Nicole Polis. NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy. Excuse me. Excuse me. Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Near side, it's Polis. Polis goes back towards the middle. Back to Polis on the right wing. Will she catch up to this one in time? She does. Chips it into the box, and it'll go out of bounds over the end line for a corner kick. So the corner's now even at 5 apiece. 3 corners in this half for Groton, but no goals yet. And Grace Travis is going to take it for Groton, trying to cut the lead in half with under 8.5 to go. Travis boots it, headed up. Not all the way out yet. And Ahern comes up. Great play by Ahern. Good strength shown, now with some speed. Was up the middle, now goes to the right. Ahern, nice juke of her defender, but the Groton back line stops her momentum. Played back up the far side for Beckstein, and Beckstein can't corral it. Babineau will take the throw on the far sideline. Throw in instead comes to Groton. Long ball ahead for Polis. Polis tries to center it. She does. Chance here for Messina. Messina is wrestling with a down player, Podreski, and Podreski, I think she's being called for a handball in the box. Is she? Well, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it's not a PK. Podreski was arguing that it should have been a foul on Messina. But a chance here for Groton to cut it in half. It'll be Travis to take it from the edge of the box. Travis is now calling up a teammate to stand over the ball. Go over the strategy. Oh, is this the Germany play from the World Cup? Tap it back to her and... Yep, that's the play. Into the wall. Cleared out. Still a lot of traffic in the box. Waiting for it is Beckstein. Beckstein goes down, no foul, and it's cleared up the far touchline. Montgomery stops it, goes out of bounds, throw in for Groton. Under 6 minutes to play. Now in the middle, it's Kolkassi. Nice defense by Fusco. Fusco, long ball, trying to connect with Montgomery. Therefore, at first is Brown. Plays it up the far touchline. Polis wrestling with Long. Played back. Brown boots it deep. Weaver Long goes down, draws a foul on Paulus. 5 minutes to go. Babineau will take this free kick. Low line drive, finds Ryan. Ryan flicks it over to Fusco on the left wing. Back to the middle and Ryan, but it's intercepted.
Wait, give me a second.
Colcassi has it taken away by Long. Fusco keeps it in bounds on the near touchline. Trying to connect with Ryan, but Ryan stepped towards it too late. And now Long. Long gets it through her defender. Long has it again. Working against Paulus. Paulus now has it. Plays it back to the middle. And Colcassi. Nice move into the middle. Beckstein takes the shot. Deflected. And Gargano saves it from going over the end line. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a goal kick or a corner if it did go over the end line, but Gargano makes sure it's neither as we're under 4 minutes to go. You can follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. That is out of the reach of Fusco on the near touchline. Throw in for Paulus. Paulus drops it in for Tos, and it's played back up to Montgomery. Ryan's there, tries to find Montgomery. Montgomery with pressure. Out to the far touchline, there is Ahern. Ahern swimming past her defender and take it away. Smith plays it back up, but it's cleared. We approach 3 minutes to go. Waiting for it is Podreski. Hits it over the fence and into the woods. Throw in for Groton. LA looking to hang on. Try to go to 8-4-4. Contact outside the box, no foul. Chance here for Groton, but it'll go wide left. As we're at 2.5 to go. 30 more seconds, and the rest of the time will be kept by the officials. Gargano boots it deep. Ryan taps it over to Babineau. And it goes out of bounds into the Groton bench. Throw in for LA. We are officially at 2 minutes to go. Montgomery in the middle. Tries to find Fusco, but a little short. And it comes to the lap of Stovall. Near side Paulus. Along the touchline, under duress from Long. Try to find, LA gets possession, but it's turned back over. Now in the middle, it's Colcassi. LA on the precipice of a huge win to snap a 3-game losing streak to Groton. Go to 8-4-4 and potentially put themselves a win away from the NEPSAC tournament. Get to 500 in league play. Snap a 1-win in 5-match schneid. Gargano scoops it up. Boots it deep. Referee not looking at her watch just yet. Montgomery gets it past 2 defenders, but it's cleared back upfield. Weaver boots it towards Fusco, but it's intercepted at the last minute by Stovall. Stovall coming to the near touchline, forced there by Fusco. Out of bounds, throw in for LA. Podreski will drop it, and Long will take the throw. Long finds Fusco, chests it down. Ryan was waiting for her. Plays it back to Long. Back to midfield. Waiting for it is Griffith. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for LA. Long. Flicked ahead by Fusco. Montgomery trying to get to it. Out of bounds. Throw in for Groton. Brown. Long heads it away. Polis. Finds Brown. Brown with the throw. Griffith. And that'll come towards us. Ball's flying away from Groton here in the last stages of this one, slowing down their offensive momentum. One of them went under my banner, and that'll do it! Lawrence Academy with a huge win. They go to 8-4-4, 4-4-3 in ISL play. Groton falls to 4-11, 3-8 in ISL play. Lawrence Academy keeps its postseason hopes alive. They've got one more match this Saturday at home on homecoming to try and clinch a NEPSAC playoff berth. Our player of the game is Mary Jo Smith with the game-winning goal in the 27th minute and the assist on Mia Fusco's goal in the 47th minute. So a big win again for Lawrence Academy, keeping their postseason hopes alive. And we'll see what they've got on Saturday on homecoming to try and wrap up a postseason berth. So with that said, this has been a presentation of Local Sports Productions Local Sports Productions serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. LSP's next broadcast is tomorrow night at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Roxbury Tigers in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. Or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel, and visit the Shameless Commerce division of LSP at localsportsproductions.com/store. Once again, the final score from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the LA Spartans 2 and the Groton Zebras 0. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.